The Romanian rallied of a set and breakdown deficiency to hit Sloane Stephens 3-6, 6-4, 6-1 and win the France outdoor on Saturday on in her at first great helmet name. Next 3 close misses. In chance of CMONA sounding about Philippe Chatrier trial and Romanian flags in wealth, the most of fans in maintenance in Paris, consisting Romania's gym pioneer Nadia Comaneci, surely adopted. They, on in Stephens, knew of the 26-year-old's history grief. 12 months ago at Roland Garros, the Planet No. 1 relinquished a set and 3-0 conduct versus Jelena Ostapenko in the definitive. How was the largest morbid rem? And later the January, Caroline Wozniacki inverted a breakdown opening at 3-4 in the definitive set at the Australia outdoor. If how wasn't quite, in her some great helmet definitive in 2014 at the France outdoor, Halep succumbed in a 3-set fight to Maria Sharapova. How anxiety, although, will be substantially neglected currently. If down there were burst into tears for Halep, they were burst into tears of pleasure. So, he's in wonderful time, she said reporters. I was daydreaming for the time with in fact I begun to act pong. He's my favorite great helmet. I ever told how if I'm departure to win I wish it to be there. The miniature Halep pummeled a bee on matchstick spot. She grown her weapon in pleasure up departure in the stands to hugs in her surround in a now usual stage for great helmet winners. Halep question while Stephens led by a set and 2-0, although, few perhaps stipulated a return, Halep turned on. I told, he's not departure to occur once again, but he's okay. I include fair to act, she told. Or later while I begun to win games, I told how recent year it happened to me, identical item, I was set and a break down up and I lose the matchstick. So I told down there is a opportunity to go behind and win it. So I believed in how, and my play was more than weakened. I could do more than things on trial, and how's why I could gain. The cancellation was all the more than spectacular examining Stephens had never lose any of her 6 finals. In her lonely preliminary great helmet definitive, the 25-year-old eased history boyfriend Madison Keys recent September at the U.S. outdoor. Her frustration didn't halt Stephens of reflecting joy for her older equal. Comrade players consisting 2 times Wimbledon defend Petra Kvitova congratulated Halep, too much. I believe she's had a hard travel, told Stephens. I believe winner there is really specific for her and I'm joyful she eventually got her at first helmet. He's a nice item. No question how difficult the misery how you go via, down there is ever lighting at the end of the tube, and I'm joyful she eventually got her lighting, added Stephens, who won in New York following exposed leg surgical. Halep's powerful trainer Darren Cahill told All Such Hard Fail introduced to Halep's win Saturday. I believe she's grown up a lot in the recent 12 months, Cahill said a team of reporters. Occasionally the losses do you ripe cute rapidly. You can go one way in yours career and go down or you can absorb it up, job a slight bit stronger and try to do it once again, and how's the way she went. Halep introduced the definitive as the favorite taking into account her mud-court valor, high rank and keeping a 5-2 chief-to-chief recording versus her competing. But in the competition of 2 of the top movers in Pong, Halep had to job difficult for her at first conduct, predominant in a 25 shooting gathering for 1-1. It was an sign of things to go, in the at first kit. Superior begin for Stephens. A calm-looking Stephens was really the at first to break down via, getting a 3-1 benefit. Stephens routinely endangered the Halep B, although eventually floored a breakdown spot at 5-3. To Halep's terror, she shipped a backhand in the net. A rattled Halep was break to begin the other and Stephens constructed on the conduct by dig out of a 0-30 opening. On the recent spot of the other play, Stephens scampered and put up a magnificent lob how induced a Halep break mistake. The definitive endangered to be above in fast period. So, we were really concerned, Virginia Ruzisi, Halep's Romanian officer who won the name 40 years back, said a team of reporters. Sloane was game very so. I believe Sloane as well got a slight bit weary at one spot and she begun to miss a few. And so Simona could once get behind in the matchstick. Halep reeled off 9 direct points to conduct 3-2 on B, later ruined for 4-2. Stephens got behind to 4-4, but how was the end of her impedance? Pulse changing, she was break to end the kit, manufacturing a couple of informal errors downward the link on the other and recent spot of the play as she taken to change her patterns, cladding a now more than violent enemy. And a more than effective A. Because Halep hit 4 persons winners and 10 informal errors in the at first kit, she totaled 14 and 16 in the recent couple. They weren't bad numbers at all, taking into account the shallow event and how so Stephens patrols the trial. Both of players went off for a bathroom breakdown, yet it did slight to disrupt Halep, though she did include to get out of a 0-30 opening in the at first play. As Halep scurried to pursuit, a defense strike how rotated in a fall shooting for Stephens and won the spot for 4-0, Cahill leaped out of his armchair and inflated his culotte. Following training late on Hewitt and Andre Agassi, the Australia skilled more than great helmet successful in Halep. The job was nearly made and it became formal while Halep crushed the B on matchstick spot how drew and mistake. She is a big defend, told Ruzisi. She is enormous, she has such a qualities. She is the fastest gamer on the round and some rather than how she has all the shots order currently. Halep prediction: a large side this evening in Paris. I'm wait for he, she told. She won't include to expect any much longer for a great helmet name.